It's Johnny Shrimp here. You know it. You feel it. It's time for Season 2. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room. Yeah, it's been a long break. Maybe like 2 months. But more importantly, the views are down. Ain't that a bitch? Most of you like Warframe. A little too much. God, I feel you, Pupsker. So we're back, but this time it's different. No longer will we be a noob. In the first season, we spent so much time farming and going through the star chart. Now, it's time for endgame. In order to make chronological sense of everything, you need to understand one thing. We will focus on a singular Warframe, understand the inner workings of it, and attempt to make it the best version I can. So if you have tips, lay it all out. I know you Warframe players are dying to splooge your incoherent information, so I'm giving you a chance. I have studied long and hard, mainly YouTube and Wiki, to figure out how this shit works, and still don't get it. But if I survive Steel Path and can manage to not die while doing damage and completing the mission, then you know what? We have succeeded. Our first Warframe chosen is Citrine, the most brutal farm we did during our first season. Acquisition. Citrine's component blueprints can be obtained from Rotation C of Mirror Defense Tiana Pass on Mars, whose access requires completion of Heart of Deimos. Alternatively, they can be purchased from Otak and the Necrolisk, with Belric Crystal Fragment and Rania Crystal Fragment. The Neuroptics and Chassis blueprint cost 350 of each fragment type, while the systems cost 350 Rania Crystal Fragments, but only 300 Belric Crystal Fragments. The main blueprint costs 500 each. Totaled up, it's about 1,550 Rania Crystals and 1,500 Belric Crystals. You do have a chance for the pieces to drop while in the rotation. The systems blueprint has a 6.10% chance to drop, as well as the Neuroptics blueprint and the Chassis blueprint. The actual blueprint for Citrine is about a 9.30% chance. All of these are to happen on Rotation C. In order to craft this, you do need to have rank 2 acquaintance with the Entrati, in order to make Stellated Necrothane in her construction. Crafting is pretty easy. All you really need is Auric and cells for the blueprint. Citrine Neuroptics blueprint needs Rubido 1000, Salvage 1500, Faceted Diametrite is 15, Argon Crystal 2, 15,000 credits. The Citrine Chassis blueprint, Cryotic 1200, Alloy Plate 3000, Stellated Necrothane 6, Nanospores 2000, again 15,000 credits. The Citrine Systems blueprint needs 1500 circuits, 1500 polymer bundle, 3 gallium, 2 morphics, 15,000 credits. Again, not hard at all to farm any of this. Really, the hardest one to do would be the Stellated Necrothane. Warning, this is not a professional take. If you take offense, please seek help. Okay, so in my shrimpy explanation, I will keep this simple for a few reasons. 1. More smarter YouTubers have better in-depth guides. 2. I don't want to edit. So, Citrine's passive is a heal aura that stacks by 0.01 for every health orb you pick up. The max stacks is 25, meaning if you're within range and get max stacks, you will get 25 HPS, health per second. Her one ability, Fractured Blast, shoots a cone of pebbles at enemies. They in turn are marked and now have a bunch of status effects inflicted. If you kill the marked enemies, they have a percentage chance that drops health orbs or energy orbs. This percentage rate increases depending on strength. So in turn, when you use your one and kill an enemy, they drop orbs. These orbs feed your passive. I wanted high strength to increase orb drop chance to 100%, but we'll go over mods and how abilities work later. 2. Her second ability, Preserving Shell, gives her and her allies damage reduction. This damage reduction does decay over time. It also increases in damage reduction based on kills and assists and delays decay. The max you can get is 90% damage reduction. Strength and duration affect this ability. This ability works with their entire kit, so kills you get with any ability count towards its kill counter. 3. Prismatic Gem. Citrine summons a giant crystal that beams enemies hit by your weapons. You and your allies benefit from this. The beams inflict heat, cold, toxin, electricity status effects. Status chance and status duration increases for nearby allies. This ability is affected by range, strength, and duration. It's a very busted ability. Citrine and allied Warframes inside the aura gain a 60, 70, 85, and 100% status chance bonus for their weapons, and 60, 70, 85, 100% chance status duration bonus for both weapons and abilities. I would read up more on all her abilities on the wiki. It really gives you so much good information. Her fourth ability, Crystallize. Citrine summons crystal fractals. The fractals rush forward, seeking enemies. Enemies touched by the fractals are paralyzed with crystalline growths. Hit the growths to deal critical damage. This ability is affected by strength, range, and duration. Turns out I suck at live explanations without a script. Damn it. Here's my current build that I'm using for Steel Path. There are no Archon shards, nor arcanes. Anyone can get these mods, and it's a good start for Steel Path, or at least I think, mainly because I'm progressing through it without too many issues. I grouped the mods up to make sense. Brief Respite and Catalyzing Shields work together to activate shield gating, allowing us to spam abilities and gain invulnerability for a few seconds. Augur Reach and Stretch affect all 4 abilities' ranges. Prime Continuity increases our duration and counters Transient Fortitude's negative duration. Power Drift, Blind Rage, and Transient Fortitude increase our ability strength while dropping our efficiency and duration. You can sub these out for other strength mods if you prefer better sustain or duration. I found the duration long enough to cycle through the abilities. Equilibrium is vital to this build as we get energy and health orbs. Using this with our 1 gives an infinite source of orbs. Recrystallize makes your 4 ability a virus that spreads on kills. The crystal growth spreads around and we get to have fun with red crits. Pros: when the rotation is done right, you cannot die. You have endless orbs for your team. Lots of status procs and crits due to your 3 and 4 ability. A cool heal aura. Lots of pretty colors. Cons: no prime sure-footed is a fast way to get shit on when you're thrown on the ground. Our ability casting is slow as hell. No Archon shards or arcanes, but once you get them it will help change the build. Build does bad if there are no enemies, not recommended for assassinations, eidolons, or anything with no mob spawning. Finally, we can begin. You now know the future. But here's a glimpse of the past. We were in fact not built for tough. At the start, I was nothing but a broken gem girl. A few forms here and there and lots of sanctuary onslaughts later, and suddenly I was feeling a bit beefy. I also took some extra weapons in there with me, might as well mass level, with no boosters, or event. You can even see me attempt an early version of my build. Yay, Mastery rank 15, how do you like that? It was an interception, but like 2 mobs would spawn at a time. Super easy, and it did not feel hard at all. If you fail this, uninstall, and shame Tenno. Just kidding, kinda. You might not believe it, but I did do a lot of Steel Path quests, well mainly 1, to try out the build. I got clapped multiple times because I did not know the correct rotation for myself. I also never really learned how to shield gate properly. Oops. It's time for the Ignis Wraith. Damn it, I'm poor. This is a reoccurring problem. Gotta stretch my legs, you know? This wouldn't be a Warframe video if I didn't start popping some relics. Void Cascade it is. Oh no! We need better weapons, dude. Seriously. I've been relying on that Kuva Nukor for ages, son. The drops were meh, but it serves its purpose. Fidgeted with the build. Realized I need more Forma. XP grinds. Color palette for my non-existent cat. Yes, I formatted my phage. Don't worry, I find out I don't have good mods for it later. There comes a point where even I want to RIP from leveling. Oh, did you know I never unlocked the Archon shards? Yeah, it's needed, so get your ass out there and save your brothers, Call. I forgot you're alive somehow. The questline wasn't the worst, but certainly no cakewalk. How the hell did I die? Call's abilities blow, but you have your brothers. With the power of friendship and the DJ bitch from Deimos, we were out of here. You know, in this lighting, Citrine's kind of a baddie. Oh sweet baby Jesus, I began Steel Path. After much trial and error, we had a build that wouldn't get one-tapped. Yes, I did missions with other people, or solo at times. You can say, but sire, shrimp, wouldn't this make it easier as they would carry you? You poor fools, little did you know I was carrying them. Good God, I forgot I had to do this again. Oh, they hurt, oh no. Remember the whole Citrine does booty cheeks against singular targets? Well, shit was close, but hey, we did it. Mars was no different than Earth and everything was pretty smooth sailing. Now I need to get to the Orc and sell farm on Ceres because I am low on everything. I also need plastids. Citrine's 3 puts in the work. Rainbow power!
Alright, Archon shard. I'll shard segment. Luckily, we actually do have what we need. Oh, that is so good. And it takes 24 hours. Oh.
The best farms come from Steel Path due to the sheer amount of enemies. I need it, my precious. I tried my Necros, but damn, I miss my boosters. I hit up arbitration missions. We got a decent amount of Vitus Essence, but I could have so much more if I had dedicated farm frame. So that's what I worked on, and not my best work. I'll come back to that. The Ceres Junction, I was cocky and quickly realized, yeah, they hurt. Luckily no issues and Ceres was unlocked. Me and Citrine had a fun time, and honestly, I cannot tell you how excited I am for the Prime version. It's Fashion Hour, a perfect way to end my video. If you're new and followed my adventure, then this should be a fun follow. You can use this build to help you get started on Steel Path. Just be warned, you need at least one good weapon to kickstart Citrine's 1 ability. Remember, I can't buy plat, and everything I get is through farming and selling, so it's not impossible. Now, we're entering the end game. I'm trying my best to keep up with the relevant information and making stronger builds. It's gonna be a learning curve for all of us, but if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, the shrimp is out.